everybody, welcome back to Easy Breezy. Today we got a 20 horse Briggs opposed twin that we're going to be changing the starter in, and I'm going to bring you guys in to show you guys how to do it. It is a little bit of a job. You do have to pull the flywheel to change these starters, which you know is always fun. But first, let me show you what it's doing, and let's get started tearing it apart. Alright, so let me go around here, hit the key real quick for you. So we hit the key, and all she is doing is clicking. So I've already checked the solenoid, everything's working there. So what we're going to start doing, taking the flywheel cover bolts out, which are going to be a 3/8. We're going to have this one here, this one here, one back here, one by the starter, two on this side of the motor, then you're going to have two under the air cleaner cover, one on each side. Now you can choose to take the air cleaner cover off. It's up to you. Sometimes it does make it a little bit easier. Alright, got them all loose. I'm going to use my impact on a couple of them. Then you got two 5/16 bolts here that hold the strap for the dipstick. Now these ones here, you just have to loosen a little bit. Let that strap hang loose, and that'll just make it so that dipstick stays where it's supposed to be. That way you don't have to take it out. You don't have to, if you have a dirty motor like this, you don't contaminate your oil. So let me finish getting this cover off. Alright, so now we're going to start taking these Torx out so we can access the flywheel nut. Looks like some animals got in here and made themselves a bed, so that's always great. So we're going to have to clean that out before we put it back together. Alright, it's going to be a 32 millimeter. See if we can get her to come loose right away. That's always good. We do have two 1/2 inch here that we do have to take out also. Let's take these out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our puller, get our puller set up on it. For some reason my bolt's not going in. What do you know, I'm going to have to grab different bolts. I'll be right back. Well, finally, after doing some good old looking, finally able to find a couple bolts that I'm hoping will work. I don't know what happened to my bolts that I generally use for this. Does not look like this is going to work. Alright, let me figure this out. Okay, so it looks like I got a couple bolts that'll fit. I want to just give them a little tighten on each side. You know, actually, the way I'm going to do this, because I don't want to wreck my puller, and I only have a couple threads on the puller itself. So, one nice thing is this puller fits right over the little shim on top of the crank. So I think what we're going to actually do is use these bolts to actually pull that flywheel up. It's not the way I generally do this. For some reason, I cannot find my bolts I generally use. It's been a while since I've done this, actually. There it goes. Just that easy. Now, of course, that's not necessarily the proper way to use the puller, but you can use it that way. Alright, get the flywheel out of the way. Boy, I'd say this is one dirty motor. Gonna have to clean all that out. Now, we have, excuse me, we have a 7/16 down, move the camera a little bit, down here to unhook the wire on the starter. Oops, sorry, come up on the camera. Get that wire off. It's going to be 2 1/2 inch. Should be able to shimmy that starter right out of there. Oh yeah, that starter's junk. She's locked up solid. No worries, we got our replacement. It is a used starter, but it is a good starter. All this grass and stuff out of here. I will end up washing this motor out before it goes completely together. Right now would be the time to wash it out if you are needing to do that. But we're going to shimmy that new starter in. Put the bolts right back on in. Tighten them down. Now we're literally going to do the reverse of what we just did. So I'm going to put you guys on time lapse because I think you guys get it by now. Let's get it back together. Alright, so I got that wire hooked up. If you guys are just going to try it like this before you put the shroud on, make sure you put this bolt back in it with this metal shroud back here. If you don't, you will arc out that starter and probably blow a fuse. So just think of that. Alright, so let's hit the key, see if she turns over. Looks like she's turning over. She's not turning over the best. We don't have a very good battery in it right now. So I'm going to get this motor cleaned up and we'll get the shroud on. And I think that'll be it for this video. All right, so there you guys have it. I hope if you're doing this project, you know, that helped, this video helped a little bit. If you liked it, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that thumbs up button. And, you know, share it around. Like I always say, it helps out the channel. We are growing, and I am trying to make as many videos as I can for y'all. And trying to make them informative. Help you guys do things at home so you don't have to spend big money and bring it into shops. And get you back on mowing or snow blowing or whatever it may be. So again, if you guys liked it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And remember, stay out of trouble even though it ain't always fun. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.